Hello, everyone. Please have your seat. So this is a NOG update session so that we can share our NOG activities, mostly in our region and including other regions NOG as well. So first up is PH NOG. Achi, floor is yours. Clicker and the mic and then there. Yeah, this is clicker. So next.
Okay. Thank you. While their presentation is loading, I need proof of work. Okay, it's selfie time. Wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, travel expense approved. Okay, good morning again. I'm Achi Atienza from PH NOG. So I also work for ISP, Globe Telecom, and also part of ISOC Philippines, and currently chair of Philippine Network Operators Group. Okay, showing the volunteer team, it's a mix of government, private, and actually students. So the core team is basically 3 guys, Philippine-based. So Achi, that's me. And then we have Bani from Department of Science and Technology. And my co-chair, Benj, is actually a fresh graduate. So what we try to do is to preserve or have like continuity in the internet industry in the Philippines. We also have like friends from APNIC, Australia-based. So Shane is here. Hi, Shane. And Miss Anna. Okay. Challenges and sweet spots. So actually, PH NOG has been around for like late 1990s, but the problem is we couldn't sustain it. But last 2015, we were able to rejuvenate the NOG, and it was APNIC EC held in the Philippines. And after that, it was smooth flowing. So the main challenges was the sponsors. The reason why we actually rejuvenated the NOG is I am really happy that I am able to go out of the country. But when I come back to the Philippines, it's like nothing's happening, nobody's talking. They're like, they don't know what internet is. So eventually we have friends here and they sponsored, and it is through relationship. So we build relationship. Me personally, I tried to introduce other guys to other persons in the industry, and actually that actually worked well. And then the next challenge was attendance. First NOG, registration was 10 people, but 20 actually showed up. So that's 100% increase, I think, right? It's very good. So we kind of made a survey, and then what we found out is if you do the NOG on a weekday, most of the guys will be absent from work. If you do it on a weekend, it will, touch family time. So when we did it on the weekday, we found out those 3 main things that will actually work. First, there shouldn't be any registration. It should be free. And then they need to have like something like a shirt, a hoodie, or some token or something. And then the most important part is a certificate. It's like a certificate of attendance or participation. It's actually something that they can show back in the office besides the selfie that we took earlier as proof of actual attendance, and actually they're helping the community. And then the Philippines is actually composed of 3 major islands. So you have to choose where. So when we did the NOG in Manila, we noticed that some guys in the southern part of the Philippines are not able to go. So checking budget-wise, it will be not really financially okay if we try to sponsor guys coming over. So we did a regional NOG, and that actually was good because many of the people attended. From the working group part, at first it was just 2 guys. So earlier I showed you 3 guys, Bani, me, and Ben. So it was initially just Bani and me. government and private institution. And then we started taking in students. So all the NOGs that we had actually have students involved. They are part of the program committee, the presentation committee, and importantly, the registration part. And they do all the badges and stuff, designs, etc. So I think that's good for them, so they're exposed as early as possible. And then from the speakers part, this was the main challenge. Apparently, my kababayan or co-Filipinos are very shy. So they don't want to speak, especially the ladies. So I need to convince them in some way to speak up or be there. It's still a work in progress. But what we're trying to do is bring in foreign speakers. And if actually the foreign speakers are there to tell their stories and to share information, what more should like my fellow Filipinos should be doing? So it's a work in progress. And then next, we actually updated our website. So ever since we had our own website, but when you go there, you will see under construction for how many years. So I would like to apologize for that. Then one time we had a vacation, so I hurt my foot. So I wasn't able to do anything for 5 days. So being bored for 5 days, I tried to do HTML. So that was on the left side. So we did the first NOG website. And it stayed there for like a year. And then we had Walt Walney from Hurricane. He donated the domain name, and we did the WordPress like a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, this is how it looks like now. So it's actually good because we have like multiple admins doing and updating the website like a real community. And last year, we did 2 NOGs. So normally we try to do 2 NOGs. First one, which is March, like next week we'll be having one. We call it the Major NOG or PH NOG Week because it runs in 5 days. And then we do the regional one. So last year, the main one was in Manila, so see the photo. And we did the next one in Davao. We did it in Davao because it's actually a growing ICT hub for Philippines. And for it, coincidentally, it is where the current president of the Philippines actually lives. So we tried to invite the president. Of course, they said no. So we tried to invite the mayor. But there has to be some security compromise, etc. So eventually we didn't do it. So we just got a representative from the government. And next week, we will have the next page NOG in Cebu. And we are actually celebrating 3 major events. First is the regular NOG. The next one is we're actually celebrating 25 years of Philippine Internet. And the last one is we're celebrating the rejuvenation of ISOC Philippines, which is 10 years. So it's like a triple play or something like that. And we did something really, really local. So the text that you're seeing there, Peer Ta Bay, is actually the local translation of Let's Peer, the nearest translation in the English language. So Cebu, why we did there is very, very symbolic because way back March 29, 1994, 25 years ago, it was Cebu who first felt when the Philippines was connected to the global internet. There was actually email conference there, and the emails were sent quickly. And we are also doing the regional NOG after that. So if you want to come, it's targeted by July 2019. We don't have an exact date yet, and you are welcome to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will go. Yep. Okay, so you need to get your flight. Yes, so thank you very much.
To go to the bus.
Yep. So next up is SG NOG. Can you, please? The floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Melrose Kang Yue from SG NOG. All right, so on behalf of SG NOG, I'm going to give you a little update on the, oops, sorry. How do I use this? Thank you. All right, so this is a quick recap of what SG NOG has been doing last year. Right, so in 2018, SG NOG 6 has conducted 2 technical workshops, 1 full-day conference with 15 papers presented, and for the very first time, we have conducted the NOG in a hotel, and this time we had a total of 288 participants for the event. So that is quite a good increase from the previous NOGs, right? So previously, the NOG was actually done in a more academic environment. We actually rented a venue in places like a university, auditorium kind of environment. But for last year, first time we actually moved into a hotel, and thanks to all the sponsors for this support. And it was a very good event for all the local operators to meet, to network, and to share their experiences. All right, so this year, 2019, we are going to do a hackathon event with collaboration with Facebook. Thanks to Facebook. And this event is going to be something like a 1.5 day. First day is a half-day workshop, coding workshop, to warm the teams up, right? And then the next day, on the 10th of July, is going to be a full-day hackathon. So registration will be open soon, and please look out to our website for updates. Our conference event this year will be on 12th July for SG NOG 7, right? So we are still calling for papers and calling for sponsorship. So in summary, this year we are going to have a hackathon, a full-day conference event, and please look out for our Facebook page, like us on the Facebook page, and look out for the website for the paper submission, and we welcome for all the sponsors and speakers, and looking forward to your participation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So next up, Sanog. Rupesh, please come up to the stage. So by the way, due to some schedule issue, we shifted some talks into the right-wing talk session. BDNOG, LKNOG, JANOG updates should be in the afternoon right-wing talk session. Okay.
Good morning. My name is Rupesh. I'm a chair of SANOG. For those who don't know what SANOG is, it's South Asian Network Operators Group. Okay. So basically, in SANOG, I mean, as with the other NOGs, the main objective is to bring together the operators for educational as well as cooperations. It's a regional forum where it comprises of the South Asian countries, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, and Maldives. We do 2 events every year, one in January, one in July, and we move around various countries in South Asia. So far, we've not been able to visit to Maldives and Afghanistan, but the rest of the countries we've already been doing that. Program, basically the format is 3 days of conference and tutorial. Sometimes we do 4 days of conference and tutorial and 5 days of workshop. We have a core committee comprising of the following people from the list. We have program committee, which looks after the program of all the papers, presentations, and then workshop materials and everything, the instructors and all. We have fellowship committee, which thoroughly looks after the applications that we received for every SANOG, hundreds of them. SANOG, actually, we started in, for those, who don't know SANOG, we actually started in 2003. The first SANOG was in Kathmandu, Nepal. It was co-hosted with the Computer Association of Nepal's IT conference. Then we went to Colombo, Sri Lanka, then to Bangalore, India, then Kathmandu, Dhaka, Thimphu, Mumbai, Karachi, and so on. We just started the workshop from the second SANOG and with a routing workshop. Then the third SANOG, we were able to do two workshop tracks. Total events, 33. 33 SANOG events have already been hosted in these South Asian countries. Two of these events were co-hosted with Apricot, one in India and another one was in Kathmandu last year. Total host countries, 6 countries. SANOG has been hosted in 6 different countries so far. Total fellowship awarded, 419 fellowships have been awarded so far in various SANOGs. Total number of workshop tracks conducted, 89 workshop tracks have been conducted so far in these SANOG workshops. 2 events hosted during the Apricot and SANOG 1 did not have any workshop, so only conference and tutorial during the first SANOG. The major workshop track topics, the topic-wise, there was 13 topics. These are the distribution of all the tracks that has been conducted. So far, IPv4, V6, BGP routing, we have like 24 times already. MPLS 10 times, network security 13 times, DNSSEC 12 times, and recently IoT and all those things recently started. We have SANOG 10 times in India, 6 times in Nepal, 5 times in Bangladesh, 4 times in Bhutan, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka each. Upcoming events, SANOG 34 will be in Colombo, Sri Lanka. It says August, but it actually starts on July 29th. And then after we go to Pakistan, and then to India, and so on. So it will be on a rotation basis. Future plan, we will be starting a South Asia Pairing Forum during one of the SANOG once every year, probably during the July SANOG. We'll also be doing a call for some volunteers, technical volunteers, who will form a core technical team, local technical team as well, who can do the work as instructors, similar way that APNIC is doing as a community trainers. Strong relationship with the local NOGs. We already have local NOGs in most of the South Asian countries. We have NP-NOG in Nepal, IN-NOG in India, LK-NOG in Sri Lanka, BD-NOG in Bangladesh, BT-NOG in Bhutan, PK-NOG in Pakistan, and so on. And then strong cooperation with other regional NOGs as well. Thank you.
So next up is Thai NOG. Kittinan, are you here? Yes, yes, please. So this is a clicker. Just push this for the next page. Yeah, easy.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Kittinan Sivasat. Actually, I work in Bangkok Neutral International, but today I'm represent Thai NOG. So, today we give you a Thai NOG update so far. So, Thai NOG is very young and fresh. We have been founded in 2017. That means we just run the NOG for the 2 years. So, everyone know the NOGs well. We would like to improve the collaboration between the different network operators in Thailand. What we have seen so far, most of the network operators in Thailand, they are quite not participate with each other, and we hope that Thai NOG will encourage the collaboration in Thailand also. So the main combination that we use for the Thai NOG, because in Thailand, live application is very popular in Thailand, so we make the live group. So last year we have the 42 members, but nowadays we have up to 79 members. And we also have the open mailing list member at ThaiNOG.th. And today we have member around 120. So we own 2 domains for the website, ThaiNOG.th and AN.th. You can see mostly of the website maybe in Thailand, but we also make our website in the bilanguage soon. So the event so far, as you can see, we we have like two types of the event. So the first one is a meeting, and second one is a Thai NOG Day. It's quite a bigger event. That's it, a full day event. So for the meeting, when we have some other meeting or conference in Thailand, we would like to invite the speaker from that conference to have like a side meeting in the evening also. So that's why we arrange the meeting in the evening of some day. So this is the participant breakdown for the past event. So you can see the Thai NOG Day is like a full day event. So we have most participants in the Thai NOG Day. So this is the summary of the Thai NOG Days. So we have 66 participants from 30 organizations. We have the tutorial from APNIC, and we have some presentation from the local organization and some of the international organization also. So for the today events, we have the Thai NOG Day 2 that will be held in May 8, 2019. So we would like to invite all your friends to come to Thai NOG 2. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, next up is IN-NOG, Indian NOG. Pankaji, are you here? Once, twice. Okay, let's keep it. And then NP NOG, Nepal NOG. Ravindra, please. So this is quicker. Just push here for the next page. Okay. Yep.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Maz. My name is Ravindra, and I'm here for the NOG update from Nepal. So let's start. We started our NOG back in 2016, and you can see the committee members in the screen. And talking about the objective, it's pretty much similar than as another NOG also. We created this forum to discuss like internet and technology deployment in Nepal and the challenges we face and how we solve them. We also showcases project innovative ideas and achievements here, and also it's people networking. So far, we have been able to conduct 4 events, and the total number of fellowship we have been able to honor is 26, which includes 9 female and 18 male. So the very first event we conducted in Kathmandu on 9 to 12 December 2016, we have a half-a-day conference and followed by 2 tracks. It's a SOHO network design and fiber optic network design. And we have been able to include 250 plus participants. The second event we did in Kathmandu is 15 to 17 June 2017. And here we have a full day conference, and we have 3 tracks over here. So SOHO network design, network management and monitoring, and fiber optic network design. And here we include 350 plus participants. The third NOG, NP-NOG we did is a little bit differently. This time we thought to move out from the capital, and we went to Chitwan. This is another city, and it's almost 150 kilometers far. Here we conducted the event from 9 to 11 December 2017, and we have a half-a-day conference followed by 3 tracks: network administration, system administration, and IPv6 deployment. And we are able to include 250 plus participants. And yes, the recent event we did in Kathmandu was in 9 to 14 December. It's 2018. We have a full day conference. There are various papers presented on this, and we have 4-day workshops. And these are IPv6 deployment, network security management, and this time we included FTTS as well, and Wi-Fi network and security. And this time we are able to include 300 and plus participants. So these are some photographs. Yes, talking about the future events, we are planning for NP-NOG 5 and 6. 5 we are again thinking of going out of the valley, and 6 will be in Kathmandu on somewhere around December 2019. And more information of the NOG can be found on our website, Facebooks. And yes, lastly, I would like to thank all the local and international organizations, communities, and supporters, instructors for the continued support, and we expect same in the futures. Thank you. Thank you.
So who is the next? T double Taiwan. William, you share? Yes, yes, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm William from Taiwan, and I'm the chair of TW NOG, Taiwan NOG. Okay. We also have a website which is also supported by one of our SC member and also using a WordPress. So this is our website. We don't have too many versions because all the contents are actually provided by me. So we have both Chinese on top and English below the Chinese. I hope you can understand. And we are going to host a third Taiwan NOG event in June this year, June 21st. And we are now co-hosting the event with TWNIC IPOPM. So their IPOPM will be in the 20th, and our Taiwan NOG event will be in 21st. And there are registration link. And to be frank, our decision is we always want to keep this NOG event with a registration fee because we don't want to have some people just register and don't show up. Okay. But of course, if you want to come, you are so welcome, and I have a promotion code. Okay, and this is our website for the event. And this is the KKTIX, the registration website, which is very popular in Taiwan. Okay, speaking of the last TWNOG event, because we just started, so our attendees are not so many as the other kind of seminars or events in Taiwan, but I think we are still doing quite well. We have around 120 attendees, and because some people just show up. And most of the attendees are from Type 1 mobile MSOs, so very focused on the telecom operators. And also there are many Type 2 ISPs, content CDNs, and researchers from schools, universities, and research institutions. And the background of them are mostly engineers. Okay, these are some pictures. I'll quickly go through it. And okay, our topics in the last event is like AI network operation, so it's very helpful. And also IoT, 5G, and blockchain. So all of them are very hot topics. And also cloud, network security, of course. But as you can see, most of our speakers are still local speakers. So we really hope that the friends here or the internet communities can come to Taiwan and give us some experience, because we really need to know something different. And we have sponsors here. So actually, same as Archie saying that the sponsorship is quite a difficult thing to get, because in Taiwan, most of the ISPs, they don't sponsor this kind of event because they are in a network team, they don't have the budget. But of course, we are trying. And other than Chief ourselves, we sponsor. There's only one other sponsor in the last event. So actually, we are losing money. But right now, TWNIC is supporting us to cover most of the cost. But next year, TFNIC has already made it clear that we have to support ourselves. So yeah, we need help from all of you, please. Okay, so welcome to Taiwan. There are always good foods and good milk tea, yeah, bubble tea. Coffee. Yes, a lot of good coffees, and we have experts, George and Chihu. You can ask them, not me. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so once again, is there anyone from India NOG? No? Then, so how about in Hong Kong, HK NOG? They don't have slides, so it should be all right. No slides.
In fact, I'm not the current HK NOG guy, but I was with HK NOG until like 2 years ago. All the HK NOG people are gone, and except Cam's. Cam's is busy at the other room, so I'm asked to do some updates for them, but they don't provide me any slides, so I can only like speak verbally. They had HKNOG 6.1 last year in September. It was a half-day event, mostly because there was a Peering Asia 2.0 co-hosted by HKNOG together with HKIX in October last year, and which was a two-day event. And so they decided to, continue to do that, but they had it with a half-day program. And that's why the numbering is pond 1 instead of pond 0. That was my invention. In fact, whenever HKNOG does a half-day event advance with 0.1, if it's a full-day event advance with 1.0. Ralph hates it. HKNOG 7.0 will be held tomorrow. That's why I need to leave right after this. And it will be a full day's event, full of program. If you go past Hong Kong tomorrow, please go to HKNOG. For HKNOG, I think we have been doing that for like 6-7 years already. And HKNOG wants to have the meetings twice a year instead of once a year. They want to keep that. They also want to keep the free registration part. And that's why whenever there is a registration, when the capacity is 150, they set the quota for registration to 200 because there will be people not coming for sure. And now, of course, it's partly because of me, they have coffee every time, and they strive for good coffee, and they will have a good barista tomorrow. I hope, they will serve good coffee. HKNOG is not incorporated yet, but they have accumulated enough surplus to do it. I think they are taking it seriously, and I hope they can, set up the legal entity sooner rather than later. Right now, they are using HK ISP Association to help on the, taking care of the financial side. And another barrier is, so far, HKNOG has been using a venue which can only host like up to 180 people. If they need to break the barrier, they need to move to a hotel, and the cost will be much, much higher. And, I think the competition from like actually not my NOG actually would stimulate them to like advance to another level. I would love to see that. And since they have accumulated a number of I shouldn't say a lot, but decent amount of surplus. They are also looking at returning to the community, including supporting other events. As for training, they don't really do it regularly, but sometimes APNIC would do training with them, like before and right after HKNOC. Perhaps you would notice one thing is they always do HKNOC right before or right after APNIC. So, in fact, that's quite tough for APNIC people to attend. But anyway, that's their usual practice. In fact, they use that to attract some international speakers so that they can travel through Hong Kong to do 2 events for one trip. So far is I would say successful, but except it's a bit tough for APNIC people. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
As we have a delegate from NOG, so next up is an Indian NOG. Pankaj, please. So this is a clicker. You need to push this button. All right. To the next page. All right. Thanks. Yep.
So good afternoon. My name is Pankaj Chaturvedi. I represent ISP Association of India. ISP Association of India, along with ISOC and APNIC, organized the first INOG last year in the month of July. And it was the first event, and it was done in a bit of hurry. But even then, the result was fairly successful. This was thanks to the trainers, thanks to everybody who participated. So this is an update on that. So we have decided to have INOG twice every year. And to begin with, we did it in Delhi. We also plan to do the INOGs in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. But first we decided to establish the INOG so that the few of the first INOGs are successful, and people are happy, and we see wide acceptance and the attendance. So the next INOG also we have decided to hold it in Delhi in July. So the last INOG was it was a 3-day workshop and a 1-day conference, and these are the 3 subjects on which the workshops are held: MPLS, V6 routing, as well as the security. On the conference day, we had a peering session, half a day, and the technical sessions. These are some of the topics which was discussed in the conference. Yeah. Few of the photographs showing it was widely attended. And total 170 participants were there, and we had, thanks to the national and the international sponsors, we were able to carry it out effectively. And as I had mentioned earlier, that this was supported by ISPI, APNIC, as well as ISOC. We had speakers from Netflix, IIT Delhi, APNIC, Tata Communications, ISOC, and a few other dignitaries. So the next INOG is being held from 1st and 4th of July. Again, the same location where it was. It's a centrally located location, part of central Delhi, well connected with metro. Airport is also very nearby, and the central district, which is called Connaught Place, is just 5 kilometers away. So these are the details of logistics details. So I welcome all to apply for and circulate this amongst your friends and peers that this NOG is happening, and I would request the trainers as well as the potential speakers to also confirm, so that we can the program committee can decide on the final agenda. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Now we have OSNOG, as we have a delegate here. Okay, so you don't have any slides. No.
I'm Gavin. OSNOG has been running for 12 years. We do a conference once a year. We typically rotate between Sydney and Melbourne. Next year is in Melbourne, 5th and 6th of September, if you'd like to come. Usually is around about 200 to 270 attendees. So other than a conference, we run a mailing list. And that's about the extent of the activities of the NOG. If you're interested in coming or speaking this year, please find me. I'm around all day. Thanks.
Is there anyone from NOGs from in this region? Like China, I don't know about Korea. If not, we have a participant from other region, and they have also NOG in that region. So let's invite Sergey first. Yes. Yeah, up to 10 minutes. Feel free to spend
Okay.
time.
Okay, good. Good afternoon. My name is Sergey. I'm from Czech Republic. I'd like to introduce CSNOG meeting to you. So CSNOG is founded as a network operators group for both Czech Republic and Slovakia due to similarity of languages and common background from the Czechoslovakia time when it was a single state before so-called divorce. And meetings are organized by the local domain registry, CZNIC, a very well-known company. And this is unusual for NOGs because most of the domain registries are not contributing for community events for network operators. And what we wanted is to attract people from the network operators, then from academics, because the CSNOG meetings is done instead of one of the two Internet and Technology conference organized by CZNIC. And another founding members are CISNET, a common network of universities and Czech Academy of Science, and NICS. There are two neutral Internet exchange points from the capital cities, Prague and Bratislava. And those points are running by a single organization. So last year we had a first meeting. We think it was successful, supported by RIPE NCC and ICANN, as well as local companies, of course. We decided that attendance shouldn't be free of charge, so we have charged every attendee by €40, 40. The meeting was held in Brno. It's the halfway between Prague and Bratislava. Number of attendees was about 130, and the program was 2 full days, including workshop and a single day of plenaries. Well, according to the survey, attendees don't want us to organize multiple tracks, so we are going to stay with a single track program. Next meeting we are thinking about the hackathon, but we are still uncertain about it because, there is not yet confirmed. We are expecting 2 days program again, but maybe more people will be attracted. That's it from me. Feel free to join our meeting right next week after RIPE meeting in May. And we do have a very good beer in Czech Republic. Thank you.
So next one is MENOG, Middle East NOG. Philip, please come to the stage.
Hello, hello. I'm also a refugee from outside this region. Unfortunately, I can't compete with Sergei's offer of beer. The Middle East is known for many things, but beer is not one of them. The next MENOG, Middle East Network Operator Group meeting will be the first week of April, which starts on the 31st of March, until the 5th of April in Beirut in Lebanon. So if you look at a map of Asia, you are on one corner of Asia, Beirut is the other corner of Asia. The program committee is still looking for presentations. If you have an interesting presentation you have just rehearsed at Apricot, you should submit it to the MENOG program committee to present it again there. Any questions about MENOG? I'm here until the end of the day, and I look forward to seeing anyone who is interested in visiting the warmer parts of the region, well, the other region, at some point in the future. Thank you.
And we have ENOG, Eurasian NOG. Archon, please come to the stage. So he has a slide. So this is a picture, as you know.
Yep, thanks.
Button. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, I have prepared a bunch of slides here. Let me introduce ENOG to you. ENOG, or Eurasian Network Operators Group, in the RIPE region, is first and foremost a large community from most of the Eastern European countries, also Caucasus and Central Asia countries. ENOG is one of 4 arguably major NOG meetings in the RIPE region, along with RIPE meeting, MENOG, which was just presented to you, and SE, but it's arguably the cheapest one, and it happens annually. Since last year, it's annual basis. It happens in early June. One experience I want to share with you, by the way, it's regarding the management of NOGs. One thing that worked very well for us was switching from email for discussions and other important things NOGs do to chats. We have a Telegram chat. A Slack chat may work for you, but in our region, Telegram is very popular, so we frequently communicate in that. We have like 5 different chats on different topics, like working groups. Also the Italian NOG has just taken this practice, and it works also well for them. So yeah, this is something you may want to look into. The core community is about 300 people, and usually meetings see the attendance at about 300 to 600 people. This is the statistics on the cities and countries where we've done ENOGs before. And the next meeting would be in Georgia. Yes, I know it's hard for many people to obtain a United States visa, but don't worry, it's a different Georgia. It's in Tbilisi, and it's 3 to 4 June. Let me check in the note. No, I'm not forgetting anything. So we are accepting papers. The deadline is 19th of April. Also, the attendance is totally free of charge. You only need to pay for flights and accommodation. And even for that, RIPE NCC kindly provides a fellowship program, so you may apply for that. And this way, if you are eligible, then even the travel and accommodation would be free for you. We also have RACI program in RIPE NCC region. RACI program is providing support for academic institutions, students, and undergrads who could be presenting their research at the RIPE regional meetings. So the deadline for ENOG and RIPE meeting in Iceland, sorry, it's already overdue, but this is something you may want to look through. Just Google RACI and RIPE. So this is it. I'm inviting you to Georgia this time. The city is beautiful. The wine is great. The cheese is great. Everything is great in Georgia. So please come. And here are a few contacts. So feel free to contact us. Our website is enog.org, and we have those 2 mailing lists. So feel free to choose whichever you want to ask questions. And also, I will be there till tomorrow morning, and also tomorrow I will be staying in Seoul. So if you have any questions, then please contact me, maybe using one of these email addresses. Thank you very much for listening.
Is there anyone from other NOG here? As I said, we have a JNOG and a BDNOG and Lanka NOG and what else? Bhutan NOG in this afternoon, right? So before ending this session, I think Epinik want to talk about their support toward our NOG activities. Jehu, please come to the stage.
Just want to say APNIC is committed to support the NOGs in the region. We actually have a support menu for supporting the NOGs, including major items like sponsorship, training, speakers from us, and also we can provide speakers or topic suggestions. And we will also help the NOGs to do promotion on our mailing list, our blog, and etc. And we also have the call for paper system that you can make use of, submission.apnic.net. And we also support mailing lists, etc., etc. So if you need this kind of support, please come to us. Maybe the major contact points would be Tashi and me for the NOGs here. Okay, thank you.
Still, it's good. So this is the ending of this NOG update. So see you in the next writing talk session. Still, we have a NOG update.